Welcome to Fox Hub Video, where history breathes life and stories of the past shape the future. Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the untold history of Africa, from the rise of empires to the struggle for freedom. Hold tight, our journey through time begins now. The Ashanti Empire, a beacon of brilliance in the heart of West Africa, emerged in the late 17th century. This powerful kingdom, located in present-day Ghana, was renowned for its wealth, art, and military prowess. At its core was the golden stool, a symbol of unity and strength, believed to house the spirit of the Ashanti nation. The empire was founded by Osei Tutu, a visionary who united various clans under a centralized government. His partnership with the priest Okomfo Enokie, who was said to have conjured the sacred golden stool from the heavens, solidified his rule. The fertile lands of the Ashanti were rich with resources, particularly gold, which catalyzed their economic growth and attracted traders from across Africa and beyond. This prosperity was mirrored in the vibrant marketplaces bustling with activity. But the Ashanti's success was not without challenges. Internal strife and external threats loomed, setting the stage for future resistance and resilience. The Ashanti's legacy endures, a testament to their enduring spirit and cultural richness. In the 16th century, Africa's kingdoms stood as bastions of power and culture, each weaving its unique tapestry into the continent's rich history. The Ashanti, among others, navigated the shifting tides of global trade. As European traders sought more than gold, they demanded land and people in exchange for guns, mirrors, and alcohol. Within the royal Ashanti palace, King Kwasi faced a pivotal decision. His son Kwame questioned the cost of such trade on their people's soul. Strength is in alliances, King Kwasi counseled, hinting at the impending encroachment by the Portuguese in the Congo. As Kwame grappled with his father's wisdom, the kingdom's future hung in the balance. Would they resist the allure of foreign goods to preserve their honor, or adapt to the changing world to ensure survival? Meanwhile, Nia, the revered scholar, reminded Kwame of the ancestors' foresight. They knew their land would face trials, but also understood that true power lay in unity and wisdom. As Kwame pondered these lessons, the choice between honor and pragmatism loomed large. The alliances formed would not only influence the Ashanti's fate, but reshape Africa's power dynamics, marking a pivotal chapter in the continent's history. The arrival of the Portuguese marked a turning point in the Congo Kingdom's history, reshaping its social and political structures. As Adewale, a Congo warrior, surveyed the foreign ships, he sensed the looming threat. While King Nzinga Mbemba engaged diplomatically with the Portuguese, aware of the opportunities and perils they brought, his concerns mirrored those of his people. The Portuguese, with their advanced firearms and exotic goods, promised prosperity in exchange for ivory and gold. However, beneath this veneer of trade lay a more insidious intent. The introduction of firearms altered the balance of power within the region, empowering some factions while destabilizing others. The Congo's social fabric began to strain under these new pressures, as traditional values clashed with foreign influences. Politically, King Nzinga Mbemba found himself navigating a precarious path, striving to protect his kingdom's sovereignty against Portuguese ambitions. His stern resolve underscored his awareness that their ultimate goal was dominance. Despite the allure of Portuguese goods, the Congo Kingdom grappled with preserving its identity and authority as the specter of conquest loomed ever closer. This historical encounter exemplifies the complex dynamics of power, resistance, and adaptation faced by African kingdoms during colonial expansions. Kwame, now a young man of 16, returns to the palace, his heart heavy with the weight of responsibility and uncertainty. His training has not just strengthened his body, but awakened his mind to the complex challenges facing his kingdom. As he quietly enters his father's study, he finds King Kwasi engaged in an intense discussion with foreign traders. The air is thick with tension as Kwame overhears his father's reluctant agreement to trade their precious resources for promises of respect and survival. Shocked, Kwame feels a sense of betrayal. His father, whom he idolized as a paragon of strength and wisdom, has seemingly bowed to the pressures of the outside world. "Father, how can you let them do this?" Kwame's challenge is met with a firm yet weary response. King Kwasi explains that sometimes leadership requires difficult compromises. The kingdom's survival is at stake, and his decision aims to prevent starvation and safeguard their people. Torn between understanding his father's pragmatic approach and his own desire to resist, Kwame grapples with a profound inner conflict. Is survival worth the sacrifice of their independence and dignity? As the kingdom stands at a crossroads, Kwame's heart aches with the burden of this harsh reality, questioning the path they must take. In the forbidding silence of the southern plantations, whispered tales of escape spread like wildfire. Among those who dared to dream of freedom was Samuel, a man whose spirit could not be shackled. Born in captivity, Samuel's early years were marked by relentless toil and the heavy hand of oppression. Yet the stories of escape that floated among the enslaved ignited a spark within him, stoking a desire for liberation that grew stronger each day. The path to freedom was fraught with unimaginable peril. It was said the Underground Railroad, a network of secret routes and safe houses, snaked its way towards the Free States and into Canada. Guided by the North Star and aided by abolitionists, Samuel planned his escape meticulously. On a moonless night, heart pounding with fear and anticipation, Samuel slipped into the dense thicket surrounding the fields. Every rustle of leaves, every distant howl sent shivers down his spine. Yet, driven by a thirst for freedom, he pressed on. Days turned into weeks as Samuel navigated the treacherous path, evading bounty hunters and the ever-watchful eyes of those who sought to return him to bondage. He found refuge in safe houses, where he encountered fellow travelers on the perilous journey. Each step northward was a testament to his indomitable spirit. For Samuel, freedom was not just a destination, it was the birthright he was determined to reclaim. Amidst the thick, vibrant jungles of Congo, the air is tense with the anticipation of battle. Adewale stands at the forefront, a resolute figure leading an uprising against the Portuguese forces that threatened to strip his people of their land, culture, and dignity. The sight of his warriors, their spirits unyielding, is a testament to their shared dedication. They are not merely soldiers, but defenders of a legacy that spans generations. With a voice that cuts through the humid air like a beacon of hope, Adewale rallies his men with words that ignite their hearts. This is our land. We fight for the memory of our ancestors, for the freedom of our people. We will not let them take what is ours. His speech, charged with emotion and determination, echoes through the trees, galvanizing the warriors' resolve to push back the invaders. Each warrior carries the weight of history on their shoulders, aware that the fight ahead is not only for survival, but for the right to maintain their cultural identity. The Portuguese have underestimated the spirit and resilience of the Congo people, whose knowledge of the land gives them a strategic advantage. Every skirmish, every strategic maneuver is a step towards reclaiming what is theirs. Adewale's leadership transforms their struggle into a symbol of resistance, inspiring future generations to remember that true freedom is worth any cost. In the heart of the jungle, a battle for more than territory unfolds, a fight for the soul of a people. In the late 19th century, the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 reshaped the African continent in a way that would leave enduring scars. As European powers gathered, they aimed to regulate the colonization and trade in Africa, setting the stage for a continental land grab. Kwame, a symbolic figure of the African resistance, embodies the struggle faced by many as their lands were carved up without consideration for existing cultural and ethnic boundaries. No African leaders were present at the conference, highlighting the blatant disregard for African sovereignty. As Kwame sat with a map of his homeland, he couldn't help but feel the looming threat of European domination. The land of his ancestors was being divided like cattle, with lines drawn arbitrarily by foreign powers unaware of local realities. Addressing a council of chiefs, Kwame urged the necessity of resistance, advocating for unity in the face of an unprecedented challenge. He emphasized that this was their land and birthright, and the need to rise and defend it was more critical than ever. The conference not only marked a turning point in Africa's history, but also planted seeds of future liberation movements. Kwame's resolve symbolizes the enduring spirit to fight for freedom amidst adversity, a narrative that resonates through history. In the heart of Africa, where the sun rises over vast savannas and majestic mountains, lies a profound connection to the past. This connection isn't just rooted in the land, but thrives within the people who carry the legacy of their ancestors. The ancestral spirit is an enduring force, a beacon guiding future generations. It sings through the traditional rhythms, passed down from elder to child, in villages where stories are shared around a crackling fire. These stories are more than tales. They are lessons of resilience, courage, and unity. They remind us that freedom wasn't handed over lightly, but fought for with determination and hope. Kwame, now an elder, embodies this legacy as he walks with his grandchildren. His voice, rich with experience, speaks of dreams built on the sacrifices of those who came before. The true strength of our ancestors, he says, lives not in the lands we've lost, but in our unwavering spirit and the hearts of those who persist in the struggle. As cities rise and landscapes evolve, these deep roots offer a foundation that withstands the test of time, nurturing a sense of pride and identity. The drums beat on, echoing the words, "We are the children of the ancestors. We are Africa."